Respected dignitaries, colleagues, and dear students, a very good morning to one and all. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to today's session on From ChatGPT to Self-Driving Cars, the Power of ML. On behalf of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Department of SA Engineering College, I'm honored to introduce our distinguished guest, Professor Radhakrishnan Jellibabu Sir from School of Computer Science and Engineering at VIT University. Professor Radhakrishnan Jellibabu Sir has a rich blend of academic research and industrial experience spanning over 2 decades. He began his professional journey in the IT industry in 2003, moved into research in 2004, and has been shaping young minds as an academician since 2007. In terms of qualification, his academic excellence is remarkable. He holds a PhD in computer science, jointly awarded by RWTH Essen University, Germany, and Anna University, India, and is currently pursuing a Doctor of Science in Mathematical Logic and Kazan Federal University, Russia. Alongside, he has completed multiple advanced degrees in computer science, engineering, education, and management, making his profile uniquely interdisciplinary. His dedication to research has earned him several prestigious awards and fellowships, including the Erasmus Mundus Fellowship at RWTH Asian University, Germany, a PhD fellowship sponsored by SSN College of Engineering, Chennai, and recognition in competitive national examinations like GATE and JEST, where he achieved outstanding ranks. He also has been honored internationally with distinctions such as being listed in Marquis Who's Who among the world's top 3 percentage professionals and receiving the Rashtriya Gaura Award from the Indian International Friendship Society. Beyond his academic and research credentials, Professor Radhakrishnan Jellibabu Sir is also an inspiring educator with accolades like Best Paper Award and Best Talk Award, showcasing his excellence in both research and communication. Today, we are truly privileged to have him among us with his vast knowledge, international exposure, and passion for advancing computer science. His words will truly enlighten and inspire us. Please join me in warmly welcoming Professor Radhakrishnan Delhi Babu, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. My voice audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Thank you. Yeah. Let's see for screen sharing. Can you see my screen? My screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll start. Yeah. First of all, thank you for your big introduction about me. Yeah. So yeah. Then today I want to go topic on from ChatGPT to self-driving car. Before we start my session, I welcome for the fresh students for the starting with the engineering degree. Okay, so I'm just congratulations to join with AC Engineering College, and you will be remarkable for in future also. So based on that, I'll take that talk very simple and smooth to understand the concepts, and I hope everyone can even enable to ask any questions in the middle also. Okay, so I give a few minutes for ask any time to stop and ask the questions. Okay, so topic is very clear. Everyone know ChatGPT because ChatGPT started it, very long time. Maybe you can say 2000, even 17 also is booming. But you can see that 2023 after the COVID time, it's too much boomed and then people are using regularly. Okay, so then okay, everyone knows ChatGPT. That's clear because you people have using cell phones, which ChatGPT is interesting for it. So now my today topic is clearly that how ChatGPT to work with this self-driven car. And basic, I know that you people are after 12th coming from this basic knowledge of computer science. I'll go for the one by one steps and maybe it's fulfill for your today talks. Okay. So I start with small introduction. There is a main core of machine learning. Okay. Then I have two case studies, one for ChatGPT and for second day for self-driving car, and finally I make a conclusion and for the future of this, what you do in future for the people you do for it. So uh, first of all, the thing is, what if everyone have a cell phone? That's clear, right? Your cell phone could write an essay, okay? Or what if your car drove itself? Okay, there are two different aspects. So because of the question is, everyone has a cell phone. The cell phone can do it as own. If you give any data, they do it own. How they doing own, as well as same kind of concepts. How they're driving a car, self-driven car, to do for in the future, but currently and future also in much more technology. So we have to explore this magic beyond these technologies because technology is behind. Because of writing an essay, even if you give any essay, they can write in as a same of the human notation as well as same human driving car and do for this notation. So how they're doing for technology behind for this. And today journey, we will discover this how the computer can learn much like it what we do. So that's the question. Okay? How this learn based on their activities and how they're doing for activities for their daily activities. That's a journey of come from it. Okay. So this is a very basic. Don't worry about you don't want anything know about machine learning anything. I introduce everything for very basically. Don't worry about it. This is clear. Okay. You want to write an essay by phone. You want to drive a car by itself. That's two different concepts. How to do it. That's a today agenda. So the main thing is I said clearly the learning. I said clearly the learning is there. The learning means intelligence. For example, human intelligence, right? Human intelligence means like our brain. So what do you do? So even if you've done first 12th standard exams, so when you read the like books and what you do, you can say once you read it, you can think, you can learn, and then you can do for problem solving. You understand the language also. There are different concepts. Everything different peripherals. Like thinking is you want to make it for read it and thinking yourself, and learning you want newly learn because for example teachers sometimes teach something. Okay, maybe you sometimes not understand, but you can just learn from YouTube or learn from other friends, maybe other faculties. So different type of learning is there. You want to update your knowledge. Problem solving, if you understand the basic problems, okay, then you can say problem I give you, you can solve the problem for, you apply the problem solver to find a pattern for it, okay? And understand language, that's a very important one. Suppose, if there's no English, only Tamil, okay? So maybe sometime maybe you know that tongue English, maybe half of English, half of Tamil, sometimes it's lagging, okay? That's why I put very basic words, don't worry about that. Because otherwise it's very tough to understand that language to make intelligence. Okay, that's a clear thing. So that human intelligence based on the brain. So same thing, the brain how act. Okay, the same thing you can mimic for the brain, you do for machine. Machine means same or computer. Any preference, okay, the machines. Maybe we go for machine intelligence. How the machine can be go for intelligence of machines, okay? So there's, everyone talk about AI. So because this development come from AI ML. So AI, they can call it AI. So artificial intelligence means, that same mimic of brain to make it do for the machines. Okay, that's clearly said. So making the machines to do the thinking, the same to intelligence. I mean, machine can be intelligence, not human. Human already intelligence, machine can be intelligence. How to do it? How to do for this clear to understand for this. This is a clear concept. Okay. For example, I'll give you my story because of this era of machine learning. For example, I started 2009. I started my Germany PhD in robotics. Okay. So that time the machine learning is not famous, because the machine learning is probably most on probability theory. Okay, because of most on probability, because maybe you can go for the further and further classes, then you learn much more deeper. So I'm just giving you an idea. Okay, so the probability is always not true. Okay, because for example, toss a coin. I'll toss a coin. I ask the outcome of the toss a coin. I say either head, either tail. So that means that there are two possibilities. Maybe of a possibility. Maybe I can say head or tail. So these kind of concepts, machine learning much more apply for it. That's why 2009, when I do for my research in robotics, that time we're not using for more machine learning. We do everything for write a programs, write a theoretically, we do solve it. But after 2010, that human and the machines talk about that the IBM Watson machine. So that time is very boom, okay? Because that time human lost many aspects of the quiz program. Machine won very quickly. So the 2010 Watson system of IBM is a key pillar of machine learning. Okay, they start with the basic machine learning aspects. Okay, so this is a more idea to get idea. Okay, maybe we can go much more in the other classes. Okay, so maybe after now, because we are robotics, we are using more machine learning. Everywhere machine learning. Why? They give a very good doing. So let's see that how you're doing. I'll give us an example later on. So I said, when I say that now, how to understand this machine learning, I give an analogy. Okay, the simple analogy is the calculator. So the calculator is very brilliant, right? Because of maths. If we ask any calculator any questions, so 3 plus 3, they give 6. Even our brain can say 6, the calculator do 6. But this is not feasible. Because why? Calculator does not learn. Okay, they cannot learn the calculator. Calculator, what is it? They give an instruction. The instruction, then that's all. Okay, that's it. But calculator cannot do learn. So we are talking about machine learning. Machine can learn from experience. For example, if people are doing YouTube. So once you're watching many YouTubes, then finally you can click something. They give a your favorite thing will come. For example, again I can say one more example. Amazon. So you can choose Amazon one product. Maybe you're not choosing. Maybe using Facebook or something. They will pop up. Maybe this is a reduced price reduced. Please take it. Why? It's a learning. So if you're using for Gmail for your Google account for everywhere, for example, you're traveling or you're like a Google Travel or Google YouTube or Google Mail. So whatever you're using Google will learn yourself. The machine can learn. Give you data, the data will feed it, they give an answer. So the learning is based on the machine. Okay. So I'll give you one simple example to understand. So don't worry about machine learning. I'll give you a simple example. So how we learn. Okay. We see that many apple here. See that there are many apples here. So tell us that our eyes is doing for the color. There's green or surely come from what other color? It's come from green. Okay. So that means red or green, the two colors. So clearly see that the vision, our vision, see that one boy can brain as well as this learn. That bulb comes from learn. So they give us. So there will be two colors. Okay. So our brain from the form of pattern, because we know that the color means red means red color. How again computer science? I'm not going for the more deeper. If you understand this is again one more research area. So our brain already trained for it. My red color means red color, green color, blue color, blue color. So that we train it. Okay, that means it's a pattern. It okay by our brain. So how machine can learn? Okay, so how the machine can learn? We show this miniature of the apple. So we have a label. The machine doesn't know the color, but machine know the label. Label means I give a data. So that means a label, I give a label for the picture for this color is red or green. The two pictures. Because I say that this is red color. I just feed it to the machine. This is a red color. This is a green color. Because human feed it from the childhood. Because when I born the baby, we don't know how to walk. Because slowly walking, we just walk. Okay, same thing. Because we are just training, and then do first thing. Same thing. I want to make a train for the machines. Okay, machine can train it. So machine train for red color or green color. I make a train. So the algorithm to find a pattern to find the pixels. Because I can say how to make it a red color based on pixels. I say the diagram. Because the diagram saying that one box. The box is come from, for example, 1024 bits means you put a different pixels for each and every, because it 1024 into 1024 that would have matrices. So that means big matrices. So for example, 10 cross 10, like I said, when 10 cross 10 means each and every pixel will come from 1 cross 1. So based on that pixels, I make a train for this machine. This is a red color. This is an apple. I can feed it for. Okay, then this is feeding for machines. So that means what? Machine learn from data. Who data? Data given from us. We give a data. The machine can train it now. So more data, if you give more data means machine can learn more and more. Okay. For example, I give one more idea to understand for this scenario. So everyone, this generation, everyone know COVID because of, I'm pretty sure next generation or some other generation, they doesn't know what is COVID. I'll give one nice story of my story because my mother hospitalized. So I went to CMC Vellore to my hometown Chaya. So I made a one drive from the scooter. That time the car is also forbidden. So when I go to scooter from Vellore to my hometown, 66 kilometers, no one see. I never seen anyone in the road. So that should not happen in my life. Okay, no one like that means that COVID is everyone understand the COVID. Why they done blocking? Because of we doesn't have data. Everyone saying in the world that COVID is a big dangerous virus. Everyone will die. That's why we make a shutdown. But today also COVID there. Why not shutdown? Because of we give more data to feed the computer. Computer learn what is COVID based on the data. I will go for the data in deeper. This future everything. I don't want to go for because we need to understand that some picture, keep the picture in pattern. Maybe you can learn whenever go for this class for machine learning class, you can think about it. So when I give a data, based on data 2020, maybe shutdown. 21, less shutdown, maybe less shutdown. 22, they say only Sunday shutdown. Maybe 2022, end of 22, they said no, there's no shutdown, open to all. Why? They clearly understand the data. We have those viruses, how the virus is big or bad. Then based on the consequences, everyone know that it's not harmful, open this all. That's why based on data. Data is very important. Suppose machine want to learn this, you need more data. Okay? So that means you say that now, what is machine learning? So then a way of teaching computer to learn pattern from data. That's I said clearly pattern. Say pattern means what? Our brain have pattern. Whenever I say some word, you can connect with the pattern, right? That's come from that previous knowledge or something. Same thing when I give a data, the data comes from some pattern. Okay? The pattern is come from that machine can learn the pattern without being like explicitly the program for every single task. We give not giving anything feeding. If once you feed, it's for example calculator. Calculator everything feeding. Suppose I'm asking for the calculator, I ask 6 mean, they say 3 plus 3 when I put 6. But there are different patterns there. Like what are the pattern? 0 plus 6 is 6. 3 plus 6 is 3 is 6. So and 5 plus 1 is 6. So there are different patterns there. That calculator doesn't know. Calculator knows means when I give an input, they give a data. That's it. They give a data, they can say. But the machine can learn how to become 6. They can give a different patterns. That's why machine learning is very famous. Okay. So I'm not taking a lot of time with machine learning. I'll give you an idea. So instead of writing a rules of what is an apple, okay, we give it example and it figure out that rule itself. How to make a rule? The core idea is data, because data is like our data plus algorithm. The backbone is algorithms. So what algorithms? How to learn the algorithms. So data plus algorithm comes from learning mode. So without this algorithm, we can't learn. If we feed only data, then data is useless. Based on top of algorithm only to learn. For example, taking the same thing, human have a knowledge, pre-knowledge, plus every daily life. So the daily life, pre-knowledge only, you learn everything. Otherwise, you can't learn. Okay. Same thing the machine can do for this thing. Okay. Now, how does machine can learn? That's a simple question. Okay. Because of I said clearly that learning plus the big data plus algorithms learning. I said clearly. But how the learning? How does the machine can learn? So simply that data collection, I give a see that the figure is data. I put it in this one box, but I put a box there some pressure. Okay, some box. Second thing is training, very important. I think I'm not going for much deeper because I say touching upon that. So making train, how to train? Because computer doesn't know anything. Computer doesn't know what is red. Or computer doesn't know what is green. I make a train. That's algorithm make a train. So when I make a train with this thing, for example, I'll give you one example. Okay, for robotics, example, very interesting. So I created one robot. So whatever it is saying that very simple example to get idea, but deeper there. Okay. So I will do one robot because I am a scientist. I make a robot for table tennis robots, for example. So I know the robot can kick the ball based on that position. I can write a program. But the main thing is, suppose human can play, robot can play, they're different. So I make a train. The train is what? Suppose human hit like this angle, then ball come from this bounce, this speed, this angle, then I can kick again. So that means robot can be trained based on that in terms of human, in terms of robots. So that means you can make a train. Without training, you cannot solve anything. For example, you can give some max, then you maybe 12th exam the max. You make a train it, right? Because you know a plus b whole square means a square plus b square plus 2ab. You know already train it. So training is very important. Same thing you can make a train for the machine also. Okay. So once machine train it, again training it based on the number of data. Okay. If data is less, for example, to 2020 COVID, we have less data. The computer not train it much. But if you go to 2021, they have some little more data. So computer train something more. So 2022, you have very good data, very big sample data, the training fully fulfilled. That's why easily predict. Like predicting means, I say that COVID occurred, not occurred, they easily predict. Same thing here also, I give an example. I give a dog, one example. So the dog saying that when I make it a prediction, that I say this dog. How? The dog give a different angle, different dogs. I put it in the training sets. After I put a dog, this dog, yes or no, is a yes dog. Okay, that's a binary clarification. I'm not going deeper. So after training, the machine make it educated to guess on own. For example, unseen data. That's very important. So for example, whenever giving a data, that data is predicted means known it. That's not known in machine, right? Because I can see my eyes, I say I can guess. But the main concept of machine learning is very good is unseen data. For example, I give a dog different data, but they even different give data say dog. How? Because they make a train it. Good train it for dog have eyes, nose, whatever. Different peripherals, different things. We can make it a one combination. This is dog. Okay, that means it's the unseen data. We can predict from it. So how they doing? Okay, I say clearly that first thing is a dog means I say clearly, but how they predicting? Okay, that's very important, right? Taking that's come from neural nets. Like because I'm going a jumping basic one, so don't worry about that. You can correct with studying with in future. Maybe you understand clearly. So the diving deeper is come from neural nets. What is neural nets? A very simple idea. Again, our brain is neural nets. What is how do we make a brain in neural nets? So I'm speaking. So my voice comes from input. So your brain is thinking. How? Because whenever I'm speaking, you just mapping between the previous knowledges. How? Maybe I say that any words by English combinations, your brain will learn based on the previous knowledges because of that's hidden layer. Because the brain is hidden layer. Because no one knows how the learning. And output come from based on that output. When I ask question, then you come from speaking. For example, the same thing. Example, go to that home, your mother cooking a new food. There's good smell coming. Then same thing neural nets. Why? Our nose knowing that smell, brain doing the calculation. Oh, there's a new smell. Someone. Then you can say that now. You can speak to a mother. Oh, your mom, you did a new cooking. I got a good smell. So that comes from neural nets. Simply get idea. So that means inspire your own brain work for neurons. Like how they're doing based on neurons. You know, because how the smell going to brain, all neurons. Okay. So that come from different layers. I can say that the input layer, hidden layer, output layer. So that don't over the layer with the same thing. Input mean I can speak because there are five senses. Speaking is our voice, snoring my nose, touching and hearing. So there are five senses. Okay, so that based on senses, sensing a human and brain can say acting and do for it. Okay, so this all come from simple layers. Okay, same idea do for machine learning also. So each layer learning from recognizing increasingly complex patterns. For example, that given the pixels, I said already object for apple, make a pixel and then we can make this. Okay, so this come from the deep learning because why the deeply you can learn what exactly you can say. Okay, for example, I can give you a figure. So the layering come from same thing, human. Okay, that's the same thing. How the brain doing based on the neurons. I said that they come from neurons. How do the neuron can do it come from? It's called artificial neurons. How this come from? Based on that each pattern come from neural patterns. You can predict the pattern. So this is a simple idea. Okay. So whenever you learn, you can just project with your real-time examples. Okay. So don't study for the mug up. Mug up, nothing will come out. Okay. So whenever you study something, just align with your real daily life. Daily life you can align, then you can get easily understand for each and every study source. So this all I say. I start with the chat, right? Simple machine learning problems. What is machine learning? I said how the prediction come from neural nets. That's it. The three startup. Okay. So now I'll give you one case study to get idea how to mapping all the things. Okay, that's clear to understand. More clear. If I give a more real-time example, even though I can give you more on clear to understand. First thing is, I said the case study one, the ChatGPT. So everyone knows ChatGPT and how to do for ChatGPT to convert to the self-driven car. That's a today problem. So what it does? So understand your questions and generated human-like text. Okay, for example, this is the one I can talk more, but I can give a simple idea to get it. So again, the questions come from the two ways. One thing is you can type, or you can record it, or you can just visualize, take a picture, or you can talk. So whatever, different aspect of your input. Okay, based on the input, they give us some text based on that ChatGPT will give for text. Okay, the generated text. Again, human-like text. That human-like means whatever text. For example, Dilly Babu, I have a style of speaking. I have a style of writing. I have like the learning themselves. Okay, that kind of learning is now very famous. So giving a text is arbitrary is different, but based on that your perspective. For example, the madam talk about Pravina madam talk about his style. Same thing you can convert that now LLM. Okay, the same style, same text you can give for this in future also. Okay, they're doing currently they are done and they are good to do it now. Okay. So how is what based on that? It was training based on that our inputs. For example, I'm watching for YouTube maybe last 6 months. Then my Gmail, when Google train my knowledge. What I want, I am a sad, I can put sad song. So based on the mood, based on the everything, they will come out in future. So that is training. The base of training is massive data. So that because you ChatGPT, for example, we make a text or book from the internet, whatever. That is a massive data sets. It's not memorized, okay? Because I said clearly that if you memorize, always is a problem. It's learning, okay? Learning from this internet or whatever. So what is the main thing is learning is I say clearly the pattern, okay? The learning from pattern of language or grammar or vocabulary or the concepts based on that. Given this input. For example, I said clearly speech means my vocabulary based on that. Maybe text, typing, maybe picture, again this, everything based on that. Okay? This all put together, this learn from this human, then ChatGPT will give an answer for it. So for example, I give a task from ChatGPT and go back after this talk. You ask ChatGPT, write an email and poem. So they'll give it, surely will give for it. Based on that, what they ask, what style they ask, which poem we want, they'll write it down. Answering complex question, they are doing now. Summarize his article, when they give any paragraph, they give summarize for it. Okay, you can't read this anymore. You summarize 10 lines, they give us 10 lines for it. Write a code. The code is very famous now. For example, we are working in quantum programming, so they give a very different codes to learn for it. So we are doing back engineering because the code is ready. I learning for theory. So that's giving a ChatGPT is giving a more idea. So what is the action for ChatGPT? Everyone knows the ChatGPT. I'll give you a small picture for ChatGPT because this is a unique picture. So that's why I give a simple picture. Create writing. Creative writing means they ask what is the short poem about Velour. Suppose I ask thing, they give about Velour for ChatGPT. Again, you can say explain that machine learning to the first year course. So they give a first year course based on that. They give for it. Based on that scenario, they give for it. That kind of sensitive matter also apply for LLM, large language model. I'm not going for it. This is a very basic thing. We will learn in future also. So the magic is very clear. The magic is come from that thing is it's like having a super smart assistants who have a read almost everything even written. So that means they put everything in the box, pick one thing, whatever thing that's come from this current real world. Okay, that's a magic. So magic will happening. So magic will come. Surely we'll see in our eyes. Maybe next 10 decades, next 1 decades, surely it will happen the boom for many things. Okay? So this again, I talk about the machine learning and transfer this behind this come from deep learning is there. I mean deep neural nets is there. Okay. Same thing transfer from the began the ChatGPT. ChatGPT also something is there. What is ChatGPT? Chat is powered by type of neural nets called a transformer. I'm not going for deeper. How the transformer working? That's again big story and all. Keep the word. Why I'm giving this for first year, people will. These words are very important. Keep the word and just learn from ChatGPT or learn from this class, learn from YouTube, whatever. Now there are plenty of options there to learn for it. If you give each and every slide, I can take each and every semesters. Like that's much of big things. But I give a touch upon it to understand math concepts. So ChatGPT also some things transformer is there. Transformer based on that, you give any word, the transferring for different aspects. You go to the now ChatGPT type something in English, ask translated to Chinese. They give translated to Tamil language. They translate very quickly. So and translate to that some mathematical thing. How the transformer work? I say transformer where translations where. So that don't confuse this. Transform is based on the word conjunction. We will transfer the neural nets. For example, my name is Radhakrishnan. I put so my my. So my taking it two different entities. So put it in the neural nets and space one entity and name NAME two entities space one. So based on the networks, you put it. That means you see it now. Huge net. How much big size? The big size, very big size. How to transfer the size to understand the real term, real one. That's a big, very big imagination. So they're doing very fast. So when you're typing that, asking question ChatGPT, how quickly they reply. So that means that much train. How much you train? Based on transformer to transform, you will answer for it. So now that key attention is clearly the thing is it can be weighted. I'm not going for the transformer weighted because weighted come from how much weight for the words. Okay, because that's why in future also the prompt engineering is very famous nowadays. Maybe you people also do for prompting. So what kind of question can ask based on the result will come. That means weightage. You can wait for the important for this different words and sentence to understand the concept. Okay, based on that. So this again, there's one more topic for LLM. So they give a weightage for each and every nodes, which is the best one to project. For example, I can ask that I want to understand that some concept means the concept word is big weightage. That's why they give for ChatGPT. For example, they give I'll give a one example, very interesting example. So the sentence the car parked by the river bank. Clear. So when I ask human, what I understand, the car parking by near the river. Okay, there are two things confusing. River is there, bank is there. So we never call it a bank in India, but you go to Europe, citizen they can pay the bank because why? Even he also here famous. Bank means saving, like saving kind of bank, but means water saving bank kind of. That's called. So it's known as bank refer to that, not financial. When I say the bank, it's financial, but it's not financial here. This car parking to river. So they pay attention for this only for river, not bank. So the weightage means they give a weightage for your ChatGPT, not bank. You can give a weightage for the river. Okay, so that's a weightage. So that's why ChatGPT working. ChatGPT working for all the words, not all the words. Physically the weightage of words they're working on. That's why the prompt engineering. When you give a prompt, good results. The prompt is very important. Okay. So here, bank is not a financial. We are the sentence saying that clearly. The car parked by the river. The car parked. That means clearly that the sentence came from the car is parking there near the river. That's okay. That's clearly said. So now this is a ChatGPT doing, and then very easy. Go back to that today, and then check with the ChatGPT. Give a more sentence. Let's see. So, for example, you give a sentence for different combinations. I like ask some. I like what I like. For example, I like Italy. I like what I like. So you ask different questions to like. They give a different answers will come, because why? The weightage is different aspects. You can even ask for any aspects of in this scenario. Okay? So again, ChatGPT is daily life. For example, ChatGPT in Dubai announced last couple of months before, free for all citizens. Okay, because you can pay money, but Dubai announced for this free cost for all citizens. Okay, so that means this is a daily part of life. I think. Okay, that's the one story. Okay, now the same story how to apply for self-driven car. Okay, that's the second story to get for the idea. So car that can be precise, navigated, and make decisions without human intervention. That's come from, because it's self-driving. Without human can drive. That means learn. You should learn how to drive. I mean, the machine can learn and drive. I think already done from the US in Canada. They are done already for the self-driving car. They're working very good. But India, big question mark. I think every day, even yesterday also, I read one article about in Rajasthan or some places. Or some couple of people driving the car. It's not self-driven. It's a human-driven car with a Google map. They went to the river. Okay, they died. So even India is still complex. We have a complex system. Okay, we go to the road. They are different complex. Okay, when I make a complex problem and to do self-driven car, it's very challenging. And the road, there are many challenges there. But you know, the problem is there. So India is very complex. We maybe in future we can do so. Because why? Based on precisions, navigations, decisions for without human. That's a big challenging one. Okay. So the goal is, this is a very good goal. Okay. Human driving a car, make an accident. If you think about a self-driven car in India, it's someplace okay. Maybe always not possible. Okay. So what is the goal? The goal is to make a driver safety. That's the main thing. You know, if you're sitting inside, if you go for accident, then it will be why you want safety, because you know the human not safety, why you want it. And more efficiency. And that's again one more thing. Suppose I'm sitting Vellore to airport, I want to catch a flight. So I know the distance between Vellore to airport is 1 hour 30 minutes. If I drive a car. Okay. If I self-driven car, 2 hours 30 minutes, why you want to go for self-driven? I can do it. Because I will stay for 1 hour. Otherwise I can miss my flight. So that the efficiency is better. And more accessible. So we can order a self-driven car, wait for 10 hours, then it's not accessible. Accessible will come from easy accessible. So that different aspect to think about that goal aspect is. Again, challenging. I said that real world is mess. Again, I said clearly that's a mess kind of thing. You know, that's unpredictable. If you don't exactly that, always when I'm teaching that the subject machine learning, I say that always the unprediction is very common. Maybe weather forecast, maybe this nature, maybe accident, maybe the nature also. Maybe that some people protest. You know that if village or our politics, the protest sitting in the road only. If the city road means traffic jam. That's it. Completely is chaos. So that challenge is more challenges here to make it for the self-driven car, the real world. And how the self-driven car work? That's one thing is precision. There are many. So that I can say that now I give a dot. Precisions, navigation, decisions, I give many things. I'll give one idea to make it for precision. Precision means how reliability. Sensor. Sensor is the one precision which is the thing. Sensor means our human sensor is high, here. The two senses. Because I can see it, I can hear it. Two senses. Same thing, camera. Camera means camera comes from like that our eyes. Radar. Radar comes from distance. Because for example, self-driven car, I can't hit the human pedestrians. People are pedestrians to walk. You cannot hit the people. So that means So based on the camera, I can make a distance between this car to that thing. That's maybe the distance matter. The radar is a main thing. The radar is saying that how much distance, speed, based on the rain and fog. You know that maybe people are very famous recently that fog. You know that every time is happening for in Delhi. So many accidents in highways, especially that Bombay to that Gujarat. They put a big highway. So they fixed 120 minimum speed every time, every year, the March and April, huge accident happen because of fog. Rain also maybe difference. The clear vision is there, but fog is very challenging. That's why they're going. LIDAR. LIDAR is a very important one for they do for if you go to BMW, if you do mechanical people, they know much more different. There are 3D image because 2D is cannot find because 2D is always X and Y image, but 3D Z is come from. So the 3D image usually know that exactly what the picture or the surrounding using of this laser approach because laser has come from they're doing that's self-driven car is laser is one of the people. So what is the machine learning roles here? Because this again this I say simple camera because machine learning say that again machine learning is neural nets. You know machine learning means neural nets and deep neural nets. Okay, so neural nets come from the process of sensing the data because sensor is there based on the precision. I'm talking only precision sensing data to identify objects. For example, other cars, pedestrians, traffic lights. There are many. So because sensing. So based on sensing data given to that self-driven car, they take a decision. Decision means what? I can stop. Because if you get one hit, how the machine learning doing? You say the data. Data comes from surrounding. The LiDAR saying that each and every surrounding the values and then put it in the machine. These are real time. Because you can take that, the system can be tomorrow, take decision means take a spark. Decision is not like quickly you can take a decision. Otherwise, he's a human. Because hitting the people means we can die, right? So that means decision should be a very fast decision and accuracy. Surely accuracy. Because always I say opposites of people are there means then our system is very bad. Okay, should be accuracy as well as good precisions to work on it. That's clear for self-driven car main thing. So, and one more thing, decision. I said clearly precision one, decision one. So decision come from, so once a car know that what is around it, it make a decision for what to do. Okay, what will be other car and precision do that next. Okay, so when precision means I can stop. So based on that, the path plan. For example, because how they're doing, I say stop. How to stop? That's a planning. This is again one more big story is there. I cannot say much here. You can take your home for predictions and path planning. Planning is a one more keyword. Planning is like what is the safety and the most efficient path for the my car to follow. Like for example, path planning is come from like accelerator. You can put accelerator more. You could whenever pressure people are crossing, the accelerator is less because the other speed is more. Hit the people and brake because brake is very important because of otherwise they can people hit. So accelerator and which when I use the accelerator, when I put a brake, when I turn. So these are planned. First I put which one I want to put. First I want to put a brake, or first I want to turn, first I want to accelerate. So that's a planning. This is the first one. Accelerator, brake, and turn. So this is a planning. Otherwise, if the system is collapse. What I do first? It's collapse. Okay. So that's the planning is must be there. And that planning I said clearly. I'm not going for that much deeper. So the constant learning, because constant learning is come from there are millions data from the millions driven from these for this like improved decision. Because why? I said clearly that the machine learning, how the learning, give you more and more data, they learn. So that means more and more data can learn from the self-driven car also, they learn. Okay. So for example, here I give a one picture for it. It considered prediction. Prediction is based on that the color. Prediction comes from the white color. Maybe put a light. Maybe it's the signal. Because of that, clearly that again one more big problem is in the self-driven car. India is a UK system. You can go left and come by right. In Europe, US, and Canada also same. Canada, UK, and India. I think Canada, I'm not sure, but Europe and if you go to that US and all reverse. So we are going left to right. They're going right to left. So that will totally change. So whatever US system is using, we can't use in same thing in India. You change it. You can make a ulta. Otherwise, you can hit. Okay, so that means that's also changed. Okay, that's the thing. So based on system, also you can predict. So based on predictions, we make it a prediction and path planning, how the plan the path to the accelerator, brake, and do for things. And rules and ethics. Rules and ethics come from based on that. When I put a red light means you can stop. When I put a green light means you can go. When I put a orange light means you can slow down the accelerator. You can say with the brake. Okay. So these all should be make a plan to train this our machine. For example, in India, very famous for the yellow when orange light. Whenever I put orange light, what the people do? Even I also do that time when I was in time. I make a race. Why? I want to cross before that. But that's very bad. When you put that orange light means you can slow down. Use some 2 seconds. Because why? You can slow down, you can make a break. Okay, that's you should learn. Human can learn this all. Okay. So that the loop is come from based on that the value, each and every value you can make a loop and then to train for it, the stand. Okay. So what is challenging here? I said clearly that so any questions, please stop me or I can stop because I didn't see any chat message. I got some sound, some chat message, but I didn't see anything. I'm seeing only my screen. Okay. So the challenging the self-driven car, there are many. Yeah, okay. But one thing is what about unexpected situations? A cow on the road near Vellore, I put this on it. And so far, because falling from the track, there are many aspects of thing. And weather forecast, heavy rain, fog, snow. So snow is not possible, but I'm saying snow can be confused the sensor. So there are many challenges for this weather forecast also. And even the behavior, as I said just now, the behavior from pedestrians. They can predict the unpredictable human driving also sometimes. They can rashly drive. Even the auto driver put a right color right indicator, they turn left. Okay, that's famous in India. Okay, so that's all. They are very challenging for this pedestrian things. Okay, so there are thing again trust and ethics. That means who is the responsible for the accident. So when these are a social angle and the legal questions will asking for this one. So these are aspects. So suppose self-made or hit the people, who will put a case? So the car owner or who's the data programmer and who's the responsible for this accident. So there are many ethics there, and then for legal questions will come from in the future also. We can solve for this also. So now we can say that now I give a two aspects. One for ChatGPT, one for self-driven car. I think mostly there is a understand this thing. Any questions, doubts, clarification? Because I'm
Sir,
speaking alone. Please.
what are the machine learning pillars?
What are the? I speak loudly because. What are the?
What are the pillars of machine learning?
What are the pillars?
Machine learning.
Machine learning.
Pillars of
No, what are the pillars of machine learning is the question is the pillar come from based on that how you give the pillar is based on I can say data one pillar. Without data, machine cannot learn. And second thing is generalization. Generalization is learning how the learning algorithms fulfill us. And third thing is how the output accuracy. So this is all. And then each and if you go each and everything is a one concepts. Okay, data, learning algorithms, and output for predictions. Any other questions? Any other questions? Doubts? Okay. If there's doubts, I can move forward. You can stop me anywhere. I ask because I almost slide ending up. So you can stop me any questions. So the common thread, the data learning. I said clearly that ChatGPT is saying that when you learn from the text data to understand that generate the language. Okay, that's clearly thing. So when you give a data, when based on that text data to understand and generate language. That's come from the common trend for data learning come from ChatGPT. Self-driven car, there are many, but I'm giving only one aspects. Because why? Whatever aspects I talk about today, I give an aspect for learning from text data. Okay, and learning from the sensor data. It's not visible. So I can't see the message. Please, because just ask, unmute and speak because I can't see any message. Again, self-driven car. So learning from the sensor data. I said clearly the sensor data come from image, radar, and lidar based on the sensor data to predict this and react to the physical world. That's a challenge. Okay, that's come from threat also. So that means the challenge come from text data to the understand languages or send the data to understand that the physical data to do two different aspects. So this two aspects, the fundamental ideas come from given a powerful learning algorithm and as how quality data. I said clearly some people asking that pillar. The first pillar is data, high quality data. If you give a low quality data, again problem. Why? If you give a low quality data, the learning algorithm cannot detect what data it is, and accuracy is very bad. So same thing, when I give a sensor of the car can predict that opposite the person will be a clearly vision, then only car will stop. Our camera is the not good sensor, then car will hit this person. Okay, so this all task to perform everything from this the basic fundamental idea to make it. So this is a based on the learning from the performance, the complex tasks also. Maybe we start with a zero, start with a new thing, go one by one to make a complex task to get idea of it. Okay? So this impact of our world, surely that AI and machine learning is industry every day changing the booming for it. One thing is, for example, work, how this AI can impact. So assisting that in job for coding or designing for the customer. You know the story about IBM. There are many NVIDIA. There are many people are firing the, especially Google. Google announced that the 50% code written from the ChatGPT. They have Gemini is there, so they are doing. So that means they are doing for it assisting for this coding and designing customer. Healthcare. So healthcare is a very big challenging. Okay, and COVID time, they're asking many feeling from the such thing. Based on that, you get a suppose if you have a fever, go to that medical doctor, medical thing. You can take a paracetamol. Okay, so that's a small steps. For example, you can give now. For example, you have some report. For example, I have a cancer report. I give a cancer report to that my ChatGPT or my Google or Gemini or whatever. So they can detect. Maybe they are doing now the healthcare system also refining. Okay. So currently I'm teaching in the VIT healthcare data analytics. So I am teaching for it because how healthcare to do for analytical, do for machine learning. So helping a doctor to diagnose because sometimes, for example, there are many problems. I give one problem for you. There is Alzheimer disease, Alzheimer, or you take a neural disease. Okay. So if Alzheimer means memory loss. Okay. So when I say that Alzheimer disease, how to recover this disease means you take EEG. So because ECG means our heart pulse. Okay. EEG means electroencephalogram. So our brain data. So how to do it? The doctor can do it for 24 hours or 40 hours continuously can read my brain data. Then doctor can print all the data. Doctor can verify it. How this peak comes from. Okay. So doctor do it in manually. Okay. It takes a lot of time. Why? 40 hours you can take a data and do it manually, take a lot of time. So now AI machine learning AI very boomed. I give data to the computer will learn. Then surely saying that the job of the doctor is reduced. That's the one fault. And here they say new drug discovery. That's also one challenge. Every day, after COVID, there's new problem coming. The discovery is very fast for machine learning also. Science, find a pattern of massive data sets. Again, science research. Finding again, this is again doing everyday life. For example, recommend system. I said completely Netflix, YouTube. I said recommend system, which is movie can do it based on stars or based on the recommended. We can come from small assistants like Siri, Alexa. They do many things. And navigation, Google Map. Sometimes it's a problem. Let more train, more train, more will go for it. Okay, that's this all way to our world can be changing for it. So that this all come from our idea. Now I give a example. I know that people, Pravina and others are saying that you are a first year joining. So I'll give some task for it. Okay. So role of your future because you are computer students. Okay. This is just beginning of your computer life. The field of AI is one of the fast growing area in computer science. I can say even put comma AI machine learning, comma I put quantum computing. Maybe in future I come to directly I give one idea. Maybe later on, how quantum can do it for very fast computation because whatever I see today, 0 1s. Okay. What about in future they do for more than 0, 1, maybe off. For example, I toss a coin, only 0, 1. Whatever off, we never do it. We never do for this. But if we do for off, what will happen? The world shrinking. Okay, that will come from the. That's why A is going growth. What opportunity is there? So you are the perfect question to be one of the who build the next generation of the amazing technologies. Okay, you are the new students. You learn very basic things. What are challenges there? You will make a challenge. For example, silver and God, there are so many problems there. I said clearly, you can just take the homework and do for this. You can just do for the future also. With ChatGPT, there are many problems there. You can do for the future also. So the key skills to build idea. So I said now, I said you can learn how to learn. They ask question. I asked first thing is strong programming fundamental. Okay, that's very important. Python. Nowadays, Python is giving a much more role for it. Python is a key. Just learn Python. Okay? I say Python is enough for in the future also, because Python is giving a much more wide role also. And problem solving and logical thinking. That's very important. I never give you any problem, you think logically. Anyway, computer learn. See, computer learn, for example, ChatGPT giving you one results, how the results true or false. We don't know. Suppose you have an idea, then only say the true or false. So that means you have a problem. You can learn problem solving to learn logical thinking more. Then you can say that achieve this goal. And third thing is mathematics. Without mathematics, you cannot do anything in future. Okay. I know that the petty bad story about in the world currently, especially Tamil Nadu, maths very weak. So I did some work in social work in math science, Institute of Mathematical Science in Vellore, sorry, in Chennai. They have how many people are doing mathematics in Tamil Nadu, especially. They are lagging. Okay, come from Pune or come from Delhi or come from Bengal, people are doing much more good. But Tamil Nadu, Ramanujam, Srinivas Ramanujam is from our bond, our DNA guy. But they're done very nicely. But in Tamil Nadu, lagging max. Because they're saying why? Because lagging max, because of they're not fun with this. Max is very fun. The fun game max. Okay, without max is nothing will build. So that's why max is very important, especially because if you go for AML, algebra, real algebra, probability, but max is always helpful for your life. Okay, so max is very important for life. Should you do max? Okay, and most of the important thing is there are many. Like curiosities, there are more and more. Maybe we will start with the basic one. You are a basic student, starting a new one. Start with the Python and problem solving. How to solve problem. The book is there. How to solve problem. You can just take a book. The book is very nice book to solve the problems. Okay, and max is the school max, linear algebra probability. You just work more and more. It's enough for first year. Then you can go build slowly next level for it. So what is next for you? I said clearly that pay close attention to your everyday course for Python, structure, algorithms. They are very fundamental. First year they can learn these things. How data structure? What is it? Why you want to do different data structure, different memory things, and what are different algorithms? What are different time complexity, space complexity? There are many things. And how to write a program with the C, Python, Java to compare it. So these are very basics. We do this is our first year. Do for this thing and learn these very basic things and build slowly our missions. Okay, we start a mission, we do it. And read. I think this is a very important thing. Nowadays, very easy, right? AI news for the tech blogs or YouTube channel or LinkedIn or whatever, and Google. You can just learn every day what's going on. Today, what's going on? AI news. There are many things there. You just learn. You don't understand fully, but you learn what's going on today. That's the big thing. And experience. I try out the free outline tutorials or basic machine learning concepts. There is a Coursera course, NPTEL course, MIT course, Stanford, everything open for basic free. You just learn all the concepts too. Even you not understand that something, ask YouTube or ChatGPT, ask Gemini. So you do whatever, they give a clear understanding. You not understand English, don't worry. Just ask this Tamil language. They give you Tamil language, then you can understand the basic concepts. I say clearly that language is not barrier. Please understand. Because I did a Tamil, I am speaking English because of I learned slowly. Language not barrier. If not understand English, don't worry about that. Go to ask ChatGPT, convert it Tamil, understand Tamil, and understand English. How? Why I'm saying is pattern. The pattern means based on knowledge. So, for example, I ask one question means your brain thinking a pattern. The brain thinking pattern is the language, not barrier. You can understand Tamil. The Tamil can patternize and speak English. So that's this Tamil is not a problem at all because I go many engineering colleges. In my experience, everyone saying that Tamil problem because of English doesn't know. Because I never speak Tamil because why? You want to talk with English more, even wrong also don't worry. You speak English more and more to the people, then slowly learn for it. Okay, that's the thing. That doesn't language doesn't matter. Ask question. Be curious for about how to things works. Everyday changing world, everyday technology changing, everyday life is changing. Then you can curious to that how is thinking change. You can choose a problem also. Okay, the problem how to solve. For example, everyday life, you can see the everyday you see a life problem, maybe the daily life problem. You can implement automate to that machine learning also. Okay, so there are many problems. I'm not go for it. Think about it. There are many problems. Okay, and I say clearly that this is my talk. What are the key takeaways? Very simple. I say AI is everywhere, and it's powerful for machine learning. Even more than that, deep learning is quantum is the meaning. But your first year, I stop here. AI for everywhere, and machine learning is a key point for to learn from it. And machine learning learn from the data to find the pattern. Clearly, I said data pattern. AI machine learning. Keep it. And how the pattern is neural nets. Neural nets is a very powerful and brain inspired tools for the learning. So that means machine learning, data, neural nets. So this keep this word put it for it. Based on that, we can say for the language, I say clearly the ChatGPT. The vision is come from self-driven. Self-driven car to make a vision. So ChatGPT come from language, vision come from self-driven car. This is the core principle of this simple similar for it. Okay. So now you are entering the computer science for the incredible time, so you can do for it. I'm happy to say that you start with your daily activities and they will get achieved for you in the future also. Okay. So this is my today talk. I stop here and you ask any questions. You can check with if you ask not asking for the question, you can send an email. You can search my full name, Radhaka Dilibabu. You find all my names and then you get it idea for it. Okay. I stop here. Any question, please ask. Any questions, doubt, clarifications? I think a chat message. I can see chat message. Where AI will be. That is for yeah. That means so AI different field. I don't know what field you are because AI for all. Not only AI for computer science, AI for civil engineering, AI for mechanical engineering. So in terms of many things. Okay. For example, we talk about computer science. Okay. So computer science nowadays, in my knowledge, we get a big knowledge. Okay. For example, AI with machine learning, I talk about just now. For example, quantum, I said quantum computing. For example, that's a neural nets, like for example, input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. So this is a very famous now. For example, quantum machine learning layer. That means they are doing for how quantum computer do for in machine learning perspective. Okay, the different aspects going on. That's come from the current key takeaway for it. Okay, so I'm not going for deeper, but this going on, and they're going on. Okay, and then so instead of programming language in the car, we can place for this robot also. Yeah, that's what I said. So the program, how the robot can learn with the program only, right? I said clearly that in top of his car, in middleware is come from this program, and top layer the down is data. Data come from the sensing a data from the picture from this car movement for the each and pedestrian. For example, pedestrian people walking from the human, that human structure to learn how the learning based on program. That's a middle layer. Without programming, you can't do anything. Okay, that's programming. Based on the program taking the actions. Action means I can reduce the accelerator, I put a brake, okay, I can turn it. That's come from this action will come from. Okay, this is based on without that, we can't do anything. So any other questions? Maybe other question, doubts?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the informative session. I don't think there will be a lot of questions because your session was so explanatory. I'm sure you'll be receiving a lot of follow-up mails from the attendees seeking your guidance and expertise, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks to all the students for actively participating and your involvement made the session truly fruitful. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
to all.